Hello and welcome to On the Bench LFC. Thank you for joining me for this one. It is going to be Crystal Palace versus Liverpool, obviously the preview show. So I'll out score predictions, who we think will be man of the match in that game, who's going to be the standout player. We've got some key talking points as well. Obviously the centre-back situation, we're hearing about Clavan today. Over the last couple of days there's been some rumours about him leaving the club. So it does look like Gomez will be playing at centre back again. We'll also talk about Palace, and yeah, we just talk about that game in general. And it looks like Liverpool may have signed another youngster. So we've got a few things to talk about in this one. But thank you for joining me. If you are live, please leave a thumbs up. And if you're watching a replay back as well, leave a comment down below. Let me know what your views are on the match. Are you excited for it? We've had to wait until Monday. We're still waiting, so it's a long time, but hopefully Liverpool, with the first performance against West Ham, we did good. So hopefully we continue to do good against Palace. People consider them a bogey team, but I don't think they are a bogey team anymore. I think Liverpool will do all right against them. It's away, but I expect good things. All right, guys. Anyway, thank you for joining me, everyone. Put your score predictions in a comment section. Where have you been, bruv, says Copper. My son was ill, my friend, so I had to take a few days just to look after him. But yeah, thank you to everyone that left the comments. Right, let's get talking about the updates surrounding Clavan quickly before we talk about Crystal Palace now. So Clavan is set to join Cagliari or something. That's what the name is. DiMarzio released this, I think it was yesterday. And I'm seeing reports that Clavan may actually leave Liverpool. Klopp in his press conference said if a player is to leave Liverpool, then it would be on his say-so. So yeah, Clavan may actually leave Liverpool. So we were talking that Liverpool could have done with signing a centre-back this window. We could see Clavan going. So what I'm hearing, what I'm reading, what I'm seeing is that Klopp wants and has been impressed with Nat Phillips in the pre-season. He had a great pre-season. He did really well. Klopp wants to give some of the youth players a pathway into the first team. It was the same with Brewster. We saw that over Brewster. Klopp was saying that, he does want these youngsters to see a future at Liverpool. And we spoke a lot about Manchester United. And obviously Mourinho, the way he throws his youngsters under the bus and says they're not part of the first team setup. Klopp's a different manager. He's Liverpool's manager. He wants the youngsters to know that there is a pathway there. So, Clavan is one of the older players at the club. He doesn't get a lot of game time for us. So, will he be a big miss? At the moment, Gomez, Virgil, they're the main two centre-backs that have had a lot of game time for Liverpool that are available, with Lovren injured, Clavan carrying an injury, and Matip, as you guys keep saying, he's made of crisps, which is a new one to me. But obviously we know that he gets a lot of injuries. So, yeah, it's interesting to see that Klopp would sanction Clavan to leave. Does that mean that Liverpool could go into a transfer window in the next one and sign a centre-back? I'm not too sure. Does it mean that he was impressed with Phillips? We've heard that. And he may just, use Phillips in the up-and-coming games, guys. So we'll have to wait and see on that one. But just an update there. And LFC have apparently agreed a deal for an Ajax youngster, a fullback called Key Janner, Hoover, however you say his name. He's 16 years old. Apparently Chelsea and both Manchester clubs, a lot of top teams wanted this youngster, and apparently Ajax are gutted that he will be leaving. I think the paperwork will be completed by the end of the month is what we're seeing. But Liverpool have beaten a lot of clubs to the signing. Now he's a right back. He plays a lot of his games at right back. And he does look like he would end up being a centre-back in the future, is what I've read. I don't know anything about this player whatsoever, guys. All right, so just going to throw that one out there. I can't tell you how good he is. I can just tell you that what I've read is a lot of top teams wanted him. So it sounds good from what we're reading, but at the same time, he's 16 years old. I don't expect him to come in and, smash it, but definitely one for the future. Definitely one to keep an eye on. If you watch the youth setup, he sounds exciting. So yeah, if any of you guys have seen him play, know more about him than what I do, then leave a comment down below once the video is processed. Let everyone know what you know about him. That will be ace if you could do that, okay? I don't want that to go away there because I want to be able to read your comments. I've got it up here. Let me just make sure that's there. Wicked. Right. Yes. So we talk about Liverpool obviously versus Crystal Palace. So my views on it: Crystal Palace are a dangerous team on the counter attack. You got Zaha there. They're solid defensively. People are talking about them being really good defensively. We know that they will probably set up defensively against Liverpool. They're not going to want to be hurt by the pace of Liverpool. We know that he's gonna he likes to play a 4-4-2. He likes to, I reckon he might not even play a 4-4-2. He might play with a few more midfielders in this one, pack the midfield, but keep them a bit more defensive and try and hit Liverpool on the counter, but with long balls over the top. That's what I'm expecting to see. You got Benteke out top. All right, he's not been amazing when it comes to getting goals, but he's going to want to prove a point to Liverpool because of obviously he wasn't successful at Liverpool. So I expect to see a lot of balls thrown up to him and him trying to take the ball down or knock it on to Zaha trying to run in behind. We saw against West Ham something that I was talking about in my live stream yesterday, that Gomez, the only thing that I spotted with Gomez in the first game was that line. Gomez wasn't on par with the other defenders. That will come in time. The offside trap. He will learn that more. His positional awareness will get better the more games he plays at centre back. But he needs to be on his game in this one because Benteke will try and header the ball down. He will try on the counter attack. That is what they're going to be looking to do. For me, definitely. Zaha is going to try and look for success. Going to try and target Gomez, going to try and target Trent down the left. They are going to look to hurt Liverpool down the left side. That's what I think. But for me personally, I think we're more than capable of doing this. If they do try and target us down that side, a lot of teams have tried that. They tried that last year and they wasn't successful. So I'm confident that is going to be their game strategy. They will try and defend and hits on the counter attack. So this is going to be Liverpool's big test this year. Can Liverpool break down the teams that try and sit back against us? Can we stop those teams from countering us? Can we do well against these sort of teams that will try and hurt us on set pieces? And this is what Palace will try and do. So this is going to be the first test. West Ham, I thought, would try and do that, but they didn't have any success at all, did they? Liverpool just bossed them. We absolutely managed them in that game. So I think we can absolutely destroy them. Like I said at the beginning of the stream, people were talking about Palace as a bit of a bogey team. I've said it before. They are classed as a bit of a bogey team. I talked to a couple of my mates that do support Palace, and they go, "We're your bogey team. We're going to beat you." They're confident. My mates that are Palace fans, they're confident that they can take points off us on Monday. And I'm saying, look, mate, we're a different breed. We're a different sort of animal that you're coming against this season. I hope that I'm not speaking too soon. I hope that Liverpool are going to look, to approach this a bit differently. If we score an early goal in this game, I think Liverpool are going to manage this game. I think we're going to draw them out and spread the play out a lot and then hurt them. Maverick straight away says, I would swap Klein for Trent. Job done. 3-1 to Liverpool win. Thank you so much, Maverick. Good to see all you guys that are joining me live. Thank you for doing so. Please leave a thumbs up for the channel, guys. But yeah, I've seen a lot of people already online saying about swapping Klein for Trent. One of the key things that I would say about doing that, I do agree that Klein's experience and being solid defensively is good. But one of the reasons why I would stick with Trent in this one, guys, and for you, Maverick, in that one, TJ, hi, mate. One of the reasons I would stick with Trent is because I think keeping faith in him is a good sign to him as a youngster. Keep going. Obviously, against West Ham, his end product wasn't great. So I think if Klopp sticks with him and says, keep going, mate, keep going, you'll do well, that would be good. Also, I think when it comes to a team that parks a bus against us, I think Trent playing at right back, his delivery, if it's on par against Crystal, will be key. That pass into Naby Keita against West Ham really broke their line and allowed us to get a goal. You knew how that ended up with Mo Salah. I think that Trent doing that pass to Keita really helped. Klein, I don't see making a pass like that. I see Klein getting up the wing and turning back and trying to pass it. If Henson starts this one, there's a lot of talk about Henson starting. He will look to pass inside and Henson to deliver it into the box. I think Trent will give us a bit more from right back. Yes, I do see what people are saying about Klein defensively, and with Zaha and stuff down that wing, definitely their left back, he can get up and down the pitch. But I'm looking at Salah's work rate defensively against West Ham. He impressed me. He was doing a lot of tracking back as well. So I think Trent will be covered defensively. I think Trent is more than capable defensively himself. But if Salah's work rate is good again, like we saw against West Ham, he helps out defensively. Whoever plays as the holding midfielder, if they do a job to help out as well, that'd be good. And is Gomez and Virgil going to swap sides in this one? Would you see that being the case, guys, in this one? I don't know whether Klopp would swap them, but if you're looking at Benteke, I see Virgil pushing up really close to Benteke in this one, really trying to smother him, because with the long balls up there, you know, Benteke's good in the air, but Virgil, he's a beast, isn't he? So I see him really squeezing up, trying to win that first ball. But I've got every confidence that Trent can do a job at right back, and with the other lads helping him out as well. I think that we could stop their break. I think we're going to be on the ball a lot more than what Palace will, so I'm hoping that we don't have to see too much defending. And I think in that scenario, in this game, Trent's final ball end product is going to be a lot more beneficial to Liverpool, him being on the pitch, and what Klein's would. So that's why I would stick with Klein at right back in this game personally, guys. But I do see why people are saying about going with Klein defensively, for definite. Maverick saying about Gomez is developing nicely as well. I think so. Squism says Benteke, haha, he won't score until after the first international break. Yeah, I'm not worried about Benteke as in front of goal. I mean, he can score goals. We've seen that Benteke can score goals, but at the same time, we've seen that he's not really someone that should worry us too much in the sense of getting goals against Liverpool, but it's how they're going to use him. They're going to look to put a long ball up top. They're going to sit defensively probably. Long ball up top to Benteke. He's going to try and bring it down or win the ball, the first ball, and put it through. Damien with a £2 donation. Thank you so much, my friend. I think Fabinho will start in the 6. Damien, thank you so much for your donation. I really appreciate it. I never expected it, but thank you so much. And yeah, that will start off the conversation about Fabinho. Welcome to the stream, Vincent and Who. That starts off the talk about Fabinho. A lot of people are talking about Henson starting this game, being captain for Liverpool, and his height over Gini, because Gini did so well against West Ham. The midfield did really well, so everyone's saying, look, start with Gini, start with the midfield that started against West Ham, they did really well. But when you've got the likes of Benteke, like I was saying, then people are saying maybe Henson starts because he could help out Trent, he could help out there, and he's taller, so he's got a better chance of winning in the air. Now, I'm saying, yes, Fabinho is himself has been talking about he's got a lot to learn still, but I think start Fabinho, guys. With his height, I think start him. You know, he's a quality player. He could win a lot of balls in the air. I think just throw him in there. Throw him in there, put him in there. Let him win those balls in the air. If you've got Virgil behind you, say if you're Benteke here, you've got Virgil, Gomez behind you, yeah? The way I would look at it, Virgil pushes up behind Benteke, Fabinho squeezes it in from the other side, and then you've got Gomez on the alert for if Benteke does win the ball and tries to knock it over the top for Zaha to run in, Gomez has got enough pace to cover that run. So that is the tactics that I'd be looking at doing if I was Liverpool there. And even, you know, if Fabinho's on the pitch, Fabinho's more than capable of trying to win the second ball. He's very clever, Fabinho, in his positional awareness. It's going to be about winning those second balls as well. I think Liverpool are very key on trying to win second balls. And Fabinho is good at doing that. So, yeah, I don't know. I do agree with what people are saying about go with the midfield that went against West Ham because they did so well. And I think Gini's played outstanding. Milner, I would definitely start in this one because he was outstanding. So I would start him, and Keita, definitely. But I think Gini, because of his height, I think I would rather see Fabinho start, and if not, then Henson, just because of the height, the presence that Benteke has. I would like to see someone a bit taller playing in the holding role. But that's no disrespect to Gini because he is a quality player and he is playing well. Squism says Fabinho gives Klopp an alternative to gain a 1-0 or a 2-0 that we didn't have last season. For definite, guys. Junior says SO54. Damien says, I think Henson will get 30 minutes. Probably, mate. Maverick says Klein, for me, is more tactical move. I would just want to shut Palace out completely. More chance with Klein than Trent, but they're both fine. Yeah, definitely. DB says Fab was brought in for these games. I agree, DB. I agree. I think this is a game that I think we should be seeing Fabinho play. I think, why not? I know we're talking very much about he's got to adjust his game, and he said it himself, he's got a lot to learn. He's learning off the players around him as well. But this is a game where, just play him. He could have an outstanding game, and then everyone will be like, wicked, wicked. What a performance from him. It could be brilliant. Samir says, invincible season for us incoming. Samir, I would love that. I would love that. Matthias says, big fan from Norway. Matthias. Brilliant to see you in here today. A big Liverpool fan. Always good to see big Liverpool fans in here as well. Adam says, good point, Daz. Yeah, if you've got Fabinho, I do get what people are saying about the adjustment, like I say. And I do get that Genie and the midfield was outstanding, but you've got a player there that is made for this sort of a game. And for me personally, Liverpool will dictate the play. We will have possession more. So why not play Fabinho? He's got an eye for a pass. Why not play him to be able to stop the counters? Plus, if Palace are going to be looking to try and score goals from set pieces, you've got another presence in our box and another presence for when it comes to our set pieces against them as well. This game cries out for Fabinho to start, for me personally. Kevin says, love the channel, Daz. Thank you so much, Kevin. Good to see you in here as well. Hope all of you are having a fantastic day today, everyone. James says, saw you in the comments in a Liverpool conference. Yeah, I was there, James. I was there. Obviously, I like to watch a press conference just to hear what Klopp is doing, and I put my own little pennies worth in and stuff like that. So good to see some of you guys in there saying hello and that. I did say hello to as much of you as possible, but you see how quick their comment section goes. Adam says, Fabinho will play a crucial role this season. This is a team game, definitely, mate. Stephen says, Daz, would you play Fabinho with Virgil as a centre-back partnership? This could work. I think this could work, Stephen. Yeah, now Klopp did speak about this in a press conference. Obviously, we were just talking about the press conference. We were talking about, obviously, Clavan maybe leaving, and we were talking about Nat Phillips having a clear path, and there's talk today about Klopp wanting, Phillips to see a pathway into the team, the youth players starting to see a path. But Klopp did say that Fabinho can play a centre-back as well. Now, I don't really want to see Fabinho playing centre-back too much, to be honest. We've been crying out for a holding midfielder for many years, so I want to see him play that holding role. I think he will become an animal there. I think we've needed him for a long time. I want to see him play that. But it's good to see that he's versatile. It's good to see that he could play that role. And it's good to see that Klopp is saying, look, he can play that if needed. But I want to see Gomez play there. If Lovren's out for a month, let Gomez play. As long as he's fit, let him play there as often as possible, as long as he's doing a job. It's good to see him mature into that role. We're talking very much, and people have been talking about his positional awareness. He's not great, but he's only going to learn. He's only going to learn that the more he plays it. He's got to mature as a centre back. And Gomez has played left back. He's played right back. Let him play centre back. Let him keep playing centre back. He's got Virgil to learn off. The more games he plays there, the better he's going to get, guys. And if Lovren does come back and takes that centre back spot next to Virgil again, then, Gomez, we want him to be at the best that he can be when he's called upon. So the more games he's played there, the more experienced he will be. So, yeah, it's good to see that we have got Fabinho to call on if we needed him. But I think in this game for definite, I think Fabinho should start for me. Henderson's captain. We know that Henderson is always, he's got an engine in him. Klopp said that he's always in the back of your mind for selection, even with the World Cup, because he's always looking powerful. He's always looking fit. But I do get what people are saying about he may start this one over Genie, but why not, guys? Am I wrong in saying that Fabinho should start this? He's a present from set pieces, and we should have a lot of possession in this game. I think this just cries out for Fabinho. It really does. I think Kevin De Bruyne will be back for our game. Possibly Adam, possibly. But if he is, I want to be able to beat Man City with them having their best players available. I said it. I want to win the Premier League this year with City at their best. And if Liverpool beat them, that's because we're better than them. Do you see what I mean, guys? So yeah, I think he'll be back. Definitely. Samir says a playmaker centre back and a left winger completes us though. We did good business. Yes. Maverick says nah. Fabinho needs to get up to speed at defensive midfielder. No need for him to learn centre back as well. Gomez and that should be enough. Yeah, definitely, mate. That's my look at it. And this is my look for Gomez as well. I don't want to see Gomez being used as a right back, as a left back. I just want to see him used as centre back now. Mature in that centre back role. As you pointed out, Nat Phillips, he had a great pre-season, and Klopp wants to give him the pathway. So Nat Phillips is obviously the backup there at the moment while Lovren's out. If Clavan is leaving, Damien says, is Clavan leaving? It looks like it for 2 million. That's what we're seeing. Klopp said that if any player does leave, it's because Klopp has said that they can go. That's what he said in the press conference. So yeah, it does look like Clavan will be leaving. But we did see before that he's in his last 12 months, and Liverpool had this option to be able to extend it 12 months. I thought Liverpool could have signed another centre-back, but obviously Klopp's seen enough in Nat Phillips, and talking about Fabinho being able to play centre-back as well. Klopp obviously sees that he's got enough options for him. So very interesting, this as a talking point. Dave says if Klopp thinks we'd be okay with Nat Phillips and Matip as backup centre-back, then it's fine with me. We're going to have to eventually play the youngsters if we want to develop them anyway. For definite, Dave. For definite. Adam says, yeah, true, Dad. We've beaten them before with him. Yes, Adam. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, the only reason I was saying it the way I did, Adam, was just because so many people, other fans, City fans, were trying to say that Liverpool fans in general were saying that it was great that Kevin was injured, and that we was like, yes, come on, this is good for us. And Liverpool fans in general aren't saying that, are we, guys? We want to beat City with them at their best, because we know that we're capable of beating City when they're at their best. So that's Liverpool fans. We don't want them to be weaker. We're confident that we can do our best even when the other teams have got their best players. That's the way I look at it. Maverick says, don't worry about Kevin De Bruyne. City and have a super squad of quality. They really should not miss him at all. I agree. Eric says, Matthias, sure, they will have an excellent replacement. Andre says, I still don't understand people who doubt in Fabi. He is 24 and is already a really good defensive midfielder. Well, most defensive midfielders start playing really good at like 29, 30 years old. Andre, yeah, I saw this a little while ago where people were saying about, there was doubts over him. I've never seen doubts over Fabinho personally, but I was aware that people were saying it. Yeah, I think he's going to be a great player for us. I've got no doubts in that. Ellen says, hi Ellen, welcome to the live stream. I hope you're good today. Score predictions, guys. I'm going with a 3-0 to Liverpool. Yes, they are going to try and counter us. Yes, it's been a problem for Liverpool in the past. Park the bus teams, try to counter, try to beat us and get a goal on set pieces. This is why I'm saying Fabinho starting could be key for Liverpool. Also, this is a big test for Liverpool. Can we break down a team that parks a bus? Can we stop teams from countering us? Yes, we can. Yes, we can progress. We're Liverpool Football Club. We are going to be doing that this year, in my opinion. Paul Pugh, hello, my friend. Welcome to the stream. Robert says 2-1 Liverpool, possibly banana skin. Oh, possibly. Damien's going with a 1-0. Red LFC's gone 4-0 as well. Adam's going with a 3-0 as well. Quality prediction, Adam. Robert had said 2-1, obviously with a banana skin. Stevens saying De Bruyne is a huge loss for City. He got 12 goals and 21 assists. I don't see anyone else for them being able to replicate that. They've got a quality squad, but yeah, he's one of their key players for definite, mate, isn't he? Adam says 4-2. Good score prediction there, my friend. It could well be, they could get goals against us. And I do get why people are saying it'll be goals. We're away, so we've got to take that into consideration. I thought that in the first game of the season, it would be a messy game. I thought there would be a goal against us. I went with a 3-1 in that one. We had a clean sheet. I want to see a clean sheet again for Alisson. I want to see another strong defensive performance from us. I think Keita had a fantastic game in the first game. I want to see more from him. I think at the moment we're seeing Keita at around 70%. I think he's been brilliant, but I know that there's more to come from Keita. I've watched him play. He, is playing like a shy navigator at the moment. He definitely can do a lot better, honestly. And I expect to see more even in this game. Definitely. When I say that, I'm not saying it in a negative. I'm just saying we've got so much more to come from Navigator, honestly. Kamal says 2-1 Liverpool win. Mataza says 3-2 to Liverpool as well. You'll never all clone, but it won't be easy. Yeah, I don't think it'll be an easy game, but I think Liverpool, if we get an early goal, they will have to come out. It's at their ground, so they will want to try and get points. let's go. They're confident for the first game of the season. Their fans are confident, but we could stripe them. We could. Martin says 3-1. Can see Sahar getting one. Yep, it's easily. You could say that. Paulie says 6-0 to Liverpool. Paulie, wow. I like the confidence as always. But it'd be fantastic. Shafiq's going with a 4-0 to Liverpool. John's got 3-0. Hodgson will play a standard 4-4-2. I said that. Roy does like a 4-4-2, doesn't he? I don't know whether he will go with a 4-4-2 against Liverpool this time, but I did say that he loves that formation, so we could see that. Terence has got a 3-1. Wayne, good to see you in here. Says 3-0. Bobby, Mane, and Salah. Boom. Wayne, boom. Yes, I would really like to see Bobby get a goal in this one, guys. Who do you reckon is going to be your man of the match as well? I would like to see Bobby score. Like I said, he didn't get a goal in the first game. I want to see him get on the score sheet. I want to see him start his goal scoring off this season. Mane is going to have a great year. Salah to score again. I think Mane is going to score in this one again. I think the left side for Liverpool, we're talking about the left side for Palace being really their danger side. I think Liverpool's danger side will be the left as well, because I see us defending a lot on the left. Salah's going to have to track back a lot to help out Trent or whoever starts at left back. So we could see with how Keita's looking as well, we could see us really start to open up on the left side and really hurt them. I really see that. Simon's got Liverpool 2, Palace 0. Thank you so much, Simon. DB says, can't wait to see Naby, Fab playing together. Me either, DB. If Fab starts this one, I really want to see him start. If he starts this, I would love to see the link up in the Premier League there. Adam says, Naby, man of the match. He will be the difference in this match. I like that. I like that a lot. Also, Adam's got man of the match, Keita. So you guys are going for man of the match for Naby Keita. Shafiq's got Salah will be man of the match as well. See, Shafiq, I like that. He's just retracted that, but I like that. But I think for me, Salah might have to be more defensive minded in this one. So I'm going that he will get a goal because we might push up down the left. And then like we saw against West Ham, him arriving late in the box to have a tap in or, you know, to get involved in the play there. But I see Salah having to do a lot of work rate when it comes to the defensive side because of Palace pushing up on the left side. I see us getting more joy down our left. But yeah, for definite, you know, I see as a man of the match, I could see it being one of the midfielders. If Fabinho starts, I would love to see him get man of the match for this. You know, he could definitely be a rock for us from set pieces, and you know, it'd be really good because there's a lot of talk about him having to bed in. So I'd love for him to get man of the match if he does start. Catch you later, Dad, says Paul. See you later, Paul. Thank you for joining me, my friend. I hope you have a fantastic rest of your day, mate. Cameron's gone with a simple 2-0. Thank you very much, Cameron. Gary's in here as well. Good to see you, Gary. He says 7-1 to Liverpool. That's a fantastic scoreline. Damien's got Mane to win the Golden Boot. I think he's got a big season, mate. I think he really has. If he does win Golden Boot, fair play to him. All the best to him if he does that as well. Maine says Salah will score 2 against Palace. That'd be fantastic if he could do it. Like I say, I think I see him having to play a real role defensively, but if he manages to get a couple of goals in this, even one goal, I think, wow, that'd be brilliant. DB says, hell yeah, I left Naby, Robbo, Mane, chemistry already. Yeah, against West Ham, it looked good. I'd like to see that carrying on against Palace. Adam says, I hate Monday night games, Daz. Me too. Me too. Of course, guys, I'm going to be doing a watch-along for this game as well, so please join me if you love watch-alongs, if you want to join in as well. Obviously, I really enjoyed doing watch-alongs. I couldn't do the last one because of my son being ill, but this one I should be able to do. So, yeah, I'll be doing it. You'll know anyway on the day. I'll be posting out on Twitter, on the Facebook group. You know, I'll be posting out that the watch along, you'll see the little graphics come up and stuff like that, and like join me. So yeah, really looking forward to that one. I really enjoy doing it and reacting with you guys while the match is on. Hopefully we have a good entertaining game. Hopefully Palace do try it and play against Liverpool. I don't want to see them just play boring, but it is boy. We know what they're going to try and do against us. Adam's got to go as well. Take care, my friend. Chat to you on Monday, he says. Definitely speak to you Monday, Adam. John says, could do with a big Fabinho into protect the back four with a height because Palace will try big balls into the box. I agree fully, John. That's my look on it. Eric says, Fab didn't miss a penalty last season. Yeah, of course, if we have penalties as well, will Fabinho take the penalty? Obviously, we saw in pre-season he missed it, but I think with his penalty record, give him the penalty. Let him take it if he's on. One Wing Hero says Fabinho, Robbo, Van Dijk, Gomez, Trent, Fab 4. Love it, mate. Love it. Joseph says, all right, Dazza, sorry haven't popped in for a while. Mad busy. Joseph, not a problem at all, my friend. To anyone that always apologies if you can't make it, I just appreciate, guys. You never have to apologise. I just appreciate when you do join in. If you leave a thumbs up on the streams and stuff like that, just leave your views on Liverpool. You know, never apologise if you can't join in. It's just a live stream. It's just YouTube. You know, life's more important. Work, school, college, family time. That's what's important, guys. This is just YouTube. I'm just a Liverpool fan like you. And I just enjoy talking about Liverpool with you guys. So yeah, just don't apologise, everyone. Liam Gallagher's in the building. Good to see you, my friend, and Louis as well. Louis says Crystal Palace 2-1 to Liverpool. Goal scorers Mane and Salah. Wilfred Zaha for Crystal Palace. Man of the match, Naby Keita. Love that, Louis. Love that. You know, I would take it. I would take a victory to Liverpool any way that it comes, to be honest. Even if it's a scrappy victory like 2-1, of course. Liam Gallagher says it would be good test for Gomez if he plays the C, if he can deal with the high balls into the box from Palace. Definitely. I think it's more experience for him as well. Gomez obviously has the pace. He did well against West Ham. He looked commanding in those roles. I think it's going to be a test to see how he does with the offside line. See if he improves in this game, because that was the only thing that I really was noticing against West Ham. But that will come with time, like I say. So no negatives. I want to see another good performance from Gomez. You know, and like I say, for me, the way I would like to see our tactics is maybe if Fabinho starts, Fabinho trying to win that first ball against Benteke. If not, Virgil push up against Benteke. And Gomez just being the watcher, trying to watch that run that Zaha might try and make, or Townsend or whatever, off of Benteke. Gomez has got the pace as more of a sweeper, and let big Van Dijk try and win the aerial balls. That's my look at it anyway. Gomez is definitely pacey to be able to keep up with the runners. Maverick says Palace tend to raise their game against Liverpool. Yep, but we're still smashing them. Let's keep the same midfield. Tactically would go for Klein for set pieces, and defensively solidarity, I think is what you're saying there. Definitely, mate, definitely. I like that you're saying keep with the same midfield as well. Obviously, they did really well against West Ham. A lot of people are saying what you've gone for there. Stick with the same midfield at West Ham. Genie did well. Milner's quality. Keita. All three of them performed really well. I would keep with them for most games, and normally I would say if it works, don't change it. The only reason I would take Genie out of that midfield and put Fabinho there is just as I was saying, for the height, for set pieces, and to deal with Benteke. But yeah, thank you for your views as always, Maverick. I always appreciate it. Brad says, I reckon a 3-0 win. Salah, Bobby, and Fabinho penalty. Thank you very much, Brad. Gary says, we must remember our midfield must defend as well. Indeed, Gary. They've got to. And I think the additions of Fabinho and Keita, they're really good defensively in midfield, so I think they will help. For sure this year. Ian says, can see Keita man of the match. You'll never walk alone. Thank you so much, Ian. I really like you guys giving me your man of the match. I think my man of the match, I would love to see it if Fabinho starts. Would love to see him get it. But you could very much see a Bobby get a man of the match in this. Keita, for sure. I agree with a lot of you guys on that. Yeah, you know, it could very much be a defender that gets man of the match in this one, if it comes down to it being a clawed goal from set pieces or something as well. Louis says, Daz, what's your thoughts about Clavan moving to Italy? In my opinion, it's kind of risky, considering that Joel Matip always gets injured. Louis, yeah, I was a little bit like, over this one, because I thought that we could have added in the window, not got rid of Clavan. But I think what I've read is that Klopp was impressed with Nat Phillips, which we was talking about before on a stream, and he wants to allow, you know, a pathway for the youth players to be able to play. We saw it with Brewster. Klopp wants these youth players to start to see that they will be able to get game time for Liverpool. And I'm a fan of that. I'm a fan that Klopp is one of these managers that will not just go out and sign the big names and the big players to help improve the squad, but also look to the quality that we've got in the youth setup and say, look, if you perform well, if you are a good youth player, you've got a pathway in. And it also goes a long way in signing the best of these youth players. And to top that off, we have just signed, or we are about to sign, this Ajax youngster, which is a 16-year-old Key Janner Hoover or whoever or however you say his name. He's a 16-year-old fullback that they reckon will end up becoming a centre back in the future. But he's highly sought after. I think it is Chelsea and both Manchester clubs and a lot of top teams wanted to get him. Liverpool have beat those teams from what we're reading, from what we're seeing, to signing him. And I think that's because these youngsters, these youth players are now seeing that we've got a manager that is willing to give them time at, and a pathway to the first team if they perform. So this is reason why it's good that we've got a manager that will do that. And I think Clavan, I get it, that we don't really want to see with the options looking thin anyway. But Nat Phillips did well in pre-season. He's a couple of months older than Gomez, so he should be pushing the first team anyway. So yeah, I'm a fan of what Klopp is trying to do. I'm a fan of Liverpool's project of what they're trying to do and the vision that we've got. So hopefully that brings us success with the youth setup as well. So very interesting to see how it pans out, guys. Darwish says we don't have depth in our defence, and that's a concern. Obviously, like I say, Klopp was talking about Fabinho being able to play at centre-back. So I think Klopp thinks that we've got it. But yeah, I was along your lines as well, guys, in the sense that I thought we could have added a centre-back. So it was interesting when I saw it. But yeah, hopefully I told you guys where my head was at, that I think Klopp is trying to show some of the youth players out there as well. If you join for Liverpool, the option and the chance to play for the first team would be there if you're good enough. That's what I think we're trying to do. Clavan deserves game time. Best wishes to him, says Maverick. Yeah, if he goes and he plays and he gets good game time somewhere, then all the best to him, like you say, mate. Eric says, Dad's break is over. See you next time round. Have a great day. You'll never clone. Take care, Eric. Thank you for joining me today. And yeah, enjoy the rest of your day, mate. Yeah, indeed. DB says, missing something with Fab. Thought he was one of our better players in pre-season. For tougher games, Fab all the way. Indeed. I'm going with him to start this game, hopefully. Louis says, I agree. I like the fact Jurgen Klopp uses the youth academy players. I can't wait to see the likes of Brewster and Harry Wilson when he returns from his loan move. Louis, yes. Yeah, for definite. Wilson's definitely one for the future. I think Brewster, once he gets back from his injury, you're talking Christmas, January, I don't think we're seeing Rush back in, but ring me. There you go. Hopefully that's cleared up. I'm going to have to get off, guys, because people are trying to contact me. Someone may be outside waiting to get in. For me, yeah, I think it's good to see that the youth setup is definitely getting better. I think that this will help that Klopp is trying to show a pathway to the first team, for definite, guys. There's a project at Liverpool, not just with the players that we're signing, like Alisson, Keita, Fabinho, not just the big names, but we're also signing some of the best youngsters in the world and the best youth players that we've got as well. Starting to see that it's good to stick around at Liverpool. Progress, then you will have a chance of playing for us. Right, guys, I'm going to get off because my phone is going to keep going off and it's going to keep interrupting. So thank you for joining me. Obviously, my score prediction, 3-0 to Liverpool. It's going to be a tough game, but I think if we get an early goal, they have to come out. They're going to have to scrap their game plan. We could do it. We could beat them comfortably if that's the case. It could be a long, drawn-out game if we don't get that early goal. But the key to them will be long balls to Benteke, trying to get that ball in behind our back line to Zaha, maybe Townsend. Liverpool more than capable. I think I would stick with Trent because I think his vision for a pass will be better than going with Klein in this game. I think we'll have more possession. So like I say, Trent, for me, I would start Fabinho because he's more of a presence defensively when it comes to set pieces and when we have set pieces to attack as well. So I would definitely go for Fabinho, a bit more of a presence in that sense. And yeah, the front three, I would go for the same. Midfield three, I would keep Milner because he was outstanding. Keita, I would only add Fabinho over Gini because of the height. And the back line is definitely Robbo, Virgil, Gomez and Trent for me, and then in goal, Alisson. So yeah, thank you for joining. If you was watching a replay back, leave a comment down below. Let me know your score predictions, who your man of the match will be. Probably going to be Naby Keita, like a lot of people are saying, but it could be anyone. And yeah, like I say, let me know your starting 11s as well. Thank you for joining, everyone. Enjoy the rest of your day. I've been on the bench, LFC. You've all been legends. I will see you in the next one. Bye-bye.